1. Hey, I'm Caray here with Jack Frost. Today we're going to be talking about, what is it that we're talking about, Jack?
Well, I suppose Caray's got me on his show because maybe I've ruined a few of his baseball games with some inclement weather or something. I mean, well, you sent me the invitation. You tell me, Caray, you're the other guy with the sports jacket on and the tie. Who's leading this interview anyway?
Well, Jack, I'm going to ask you some questions. First, what's your favorite season? Mine's Christmas. It's like the king of seasons.
But now technically, I don't want to get all sophisticated or anything. Now, Christmas is not a season. It's a holiday.
Well, anyway, on to the next question.
I wanted to tell you my favorite season. Well, you just gonna ask me questions and then not even let me answer none of those? This is unreasonable. I need to see my agent or something.
Moving on.
My favorite season. I'm gonna answer this if you let me, okay? Caray.
Okay.
What is wrong with your face? I mean, seriously, are you like on... Did you drink a lot of coffee or something? Okay, so my favorite season, it's got to be turkey hunting season. You know, because the weather's getting chilly. Usually lots of ice rain or a wintry mix or something. That's my favorite season. Turkey.
Thanksgiving.
No, Thanksgiving. What are we taking questions from the cheap seats or something? Come on.
Well, I have something to say. If you were a candy cane, would you eat yourself? I know I would. Man, I'd have seconds and wash it down with some nice cool eggnog.
Oh. Eggnog, don't get me started on no eggnog. Please. You know there's a good reason that they only have that crappy stuff one season a year. And because they can't sell it all year round. People will be just wasting it. I mean, think of all of the Easter bunnies running around trying to put eggnog in the baskets and stuff. That's... Please. Caray, you're gonna get sick washing down those pepperminty canes with eggnog, girl. Good grief, Caray. That's a disgusting combo. I think more like some salmon, like some char-grilled salmon on a wood plank or something. Yeah, you see, and then wash it down with like an ice-cold Zima or something. Well,
if Santa was, if Santa came to your house, what would you say to him? I know I would say like, yo, Santa, you want to hang out for a while? Maybe make me some trains? Make some baseball bats, maybe?
You play with trains and baseball bats? You're like 78 years old. So if Santa had the audacity, if he was in the frame of mind to come knocking on my door, you know what I would say to him?
What, Jack?
I would say, you get the heck out of my place. I'm Jack Frost. You don't be messing up in here. I will ruin your Christmas holiday. Brother, you be having a crappy commute tomorrow, because you come to my house, I will rain terror on your reindeer. Do you see that pun? Right. I will rain a wintry mix of like a dense fog of ice crystals. You know, that's what I would say. Get your butt out of my house, you bag-carrying, boot-wearing fat man. I mean, no disrespect to the fat people. I'm just saying that we go way back, Jack Frost and St. Nicholas, and
if the North Pole were made of fruitcake, would you use it as a step stool?
What the?
Because have you ever read the Junie B books?
What does Junie B have to do with step stools?
It's a series of books, and in one of the books, she gets a fruitcake, and she doesn't know what to do with it, so she uses it as a step stool.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense than I thought it would. Okay, I see where you're going with this. Would I use a fruitcake as a step stool? Well, I do need a new step stool. But fruitcake, what kind of fruitcake? Like kiwi or something?
Maybe. Since this is a Christmas show, hollyberry fruitcake.
You make that up. There's no such thing as hollyberry. It's out of season where I live, I'll tell you that. Caray, where do you live that you have access to hollyberries? Wait, she's some sort of actress, isn't she? You making this stuff up? How am I supposed to answer any question if you making up different fruits?
Well, I have one more question for you.
It better be the last one. And yes, okay.
If you had Santa's elves in your possession, what would you do with them? Like, would you put them to work, like, making hail and, like,
are you cussing
clouds
on your
or something?
This is a family show. Why you gotta be cussing? I've restrained myself. I felt like just smacking you in the mouth right now, because I'm Jack Frost. You can't be cussing on no family show. What's your question? If I had elves at my disposal, okay, let's proceed. I don't mean to.
What would you do with them?
That's your question. Well, it was a lot longer the first time when you were cussing and stuff. Good grief.
What would you do with them?
What would I do with? Well, I certainly wouldn't be making those stinking toys for those smelly little kids that always roll around in my snow that I make. They make a huge mess of all of my snow. I try to make like a nice white blanket of snow where it's all calm and, you know, it's not as noisy. All those kids, when it's snowy out, it's not as noisy because the sound don't bounce as much. I think if I had those elves at my disposal, for starters, second thing I would do would be to take over the world. Fourthly, I would use those elves to make me like grilled cheese, like a really mean grilled cheese with some tomato in there and the rye bread, that fancy marble rye with the two colors. Because I make a lousy marble rye grilled cheese. But I'm thinking that if I had enough elves, they could like go on Google or Alta Vista or something, maybe Bing. Right? I mean, do you know how to make a good grilled cheese, Caray?
Actually, it's quite simple. You just take some bread and some cheese, and then you put the cheese on the bread, and then you put it on your stove, and the only problem is, I've heard your castle's made of ice, so you can't really have stoves or else your house will
Yeah. Caray, where did you get off here and that I have a castle made of ice? Great, that is vicious rumors.
Is that really? I was really hung up on that. I could not figure that out.
Castle made of ice? What are you, some sort of baseball announcing fiend? Castle made of ice.
Well, that looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thanks, Jack, for coming in to answer some questions.
You are not welcome, sir. And you get your hand off of my jacket. I'm Jack Frost. Don't you be touching me.
Goodbye, everybody.